Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we'll be talking about one of the most catastrophic events in history. In the year 79 AD, the illustrious city of Pompeii stood tall and proud as one of the wealthiest and most important cities of the mighty Roman Empire. Nestled upon the slopes of the formidable Mount Vesuvius, southeast of the modern-day Naples, it was a bustling hub of commerce, culture, and grandeur. Alas, the warnings of the temperamental volcano, which had not erupted for about 10,000 years, were conveniently ignored. And thus, on an otherwise unremarkable day in August of that year, the city went about its daily business, oblivious to the ominous portent that lurked in the skies above. As the day progressed, a small, dark spot emerged in the sky, initially dismissed as a harmless cloud of smoke and ash rising from Vesuvius. However, the cloud rapidly grew in size, gradually blotting out the sun and heralding the onset of a catastrophic event that would forever alter the course of history. Around 1 p.m., the volcano erupted with a fearsome force that shook the very foundations of the city. A violent seismic wave accompanied the eruption, unleashing a torrent of lava, ash, stones, and gases that wreaked havoc upon the unsuspecting populace. At a staggering speed of approximately 100 kilometers per hour, the destructive lava flow engulfed the city, relentlessly consuming everything in its path. The dense cloud of ash, stones, and gases that rained down on Pompeii from above smothered buildings, blocked streets, and trapped people in their homes and on the streets. The searing heat and noxious smoke produced during the eruption claimed countless lives, leaving a trail of death and devastation in its wake. What is perhaps most remarkable about this calamitous event is that the bodies of those who perished were preserved in ash and stone until today, a chilling reminder of the catastrophic power of nature. In the aftermath of the disaster, Pompeii and its surroundings were buried under a thick layer of debris. Almost all of the people who remained in the city perished, amounting to a staggering loss of approximately 16,000 lives. For centuries, the city lay buried and forgotten until it was rediscovered in the late 18th century by archaeologists who began to excavate its remnants. What they uncovered was a treasure trove of information about the ancient Roman era, offering a glimpse into a bygone world. The city's theater, gladiator school, villas, temples, and many other buildings that formed an integral part of daily life in Pompeii were carefully examined and studied, revealing a wealth of knowledge about the city's past. The Pompeii disaster has given rise to numerous legends and stories, and one of the most prominent among them is the account given by Pliny the Younger, who survived the eruption and wrote a series of vivid letters describing the catastrophic events that unfolded. These letters provide a first-hand account of the disaster and offer valuable insights into what transpired during those fateful days. For instance, Pliny the Younger describes how people were running towards the harbor to escape, but the crowds made it difficult for many to flee. He also details how fiery fragments and ash were raining down on the city, causing buildings to collapse and resulting in many casualties. Through his letters, we are able to get a glimpse into the horror and chaos that Pompeii and its inhabitants experienced during the eruption. Here are some examples from the remaining letters. Our ground started to shake, the tremor suddenly grew stronger, and our walls began to sway. I got up at once and began to observe my surroundings, but could only see a few stars. We were like a tree, swaying and about to collapse from our struggles. Just a little higher than my constructions, like a low hill, I noticed several bright lights in the middle of a very dense fog. People were struggling to get water to drink because they had to go to the water sources due to the screaming animals. We drew close to each other and even longed for death. Finally, we were completely covered by a thick cloud of dust that enveloped everything, including the walls that surrounded the city and Pompeii itself. I don't know how I managed to survive until now, because the entire world began to scream. The air we breathed was filled with dust and ashes. These letters are considered one of the most reliable accounts of the Pompeii disaster and contain important information about the extent of the event. In conclusion, the Pompeii disaster stands as one of the most devastating natural disasters in history, leaving a lasting impact on the world. The remains of the city can still be visited today, serving as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human existence. Furthermore, the disaster has inspired countless works in the fields of history, science, and art, and will continue to captivate the world for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video. As always, remember that our learning journey is never ending, and we'll continue to explore new knowledge together. Until next time.